Hello guys, it is Gate of Theories, and if you have been a long time viewer on this channel, you will know that we love timeline theories here. We even have a whole playlist of our own creation of timeline theories, and we have made so many timeline theories over the time we've been on YouTube, such as the DreamWorks theory, the Illumination Entertainment theory, our most recent one, the WAG timeline theory, and so much more. And we've also made several videos on how on earth brand new movies that come out can fit into those timeline theories. And recently the Blue Sky movie Ferdinand has came out. So today we're going to be looking at how on earth the movie Ferdinand fits into the Blue Sky Studios theory and the ultimate timeline theory. But before we go any further, you of course have had to make sure to understand this video that you have seen the Blue Sky Studios theory. There'll be a card to go and click, and also the ultimate timeline theory, and there will be another card to go and click up there, because if you haven't seen those videos, then this video is not going to make any sense to you guys. And before we go any further, we have a quick question for you guys. Can you guess the movie from these emojis? The answer will be at the end of the video. And before we go any further, just make sure you've clicked that red subscribe button. So let's start with how Ferdinand fits into the Blue Sky Studios theory. So Ferdinand goes 4th place in the timeline between the movies Epic, Rio 1 and 2, and Peanuts. Now what we see in Epic is we see humans in basically the 21st century, and we see miniature creatures again, but of course there's no miniature creatures or magical things in Ferdinand at all. At the same time as Epic, we have Rio 1 and 2 happening, and in this movie it's basically about how animals are getting smarter, and in Epic of course how humans are getting smarter. And then without Ferdinand, it suddenly jumps straight to a boy called Charlie living with a dog, and them being able to talk to each other and interacting with each other. That big jump between Epic and Rio 1 and 2 to then suddenly see Peanuts movie is quite big. Of course, in the Blue Sky Studios theory, it's basically saying that in Epic, humans get smarter, in Rio 1 and 2, animals get smarter. Put them together, we get animals and humans talking to each other, interacting with each other. But throughout none of the other Blue Sky Studios movies, apart from the very first part, which is in the prehistoric time with Ice Age 1, do we actually see humans and animals really interacting with each other and loving each other and stuff like that. And this is where Ferdinand takes place. Ferdinand is the part between Rio and Epic and Peanuts, where Rio and Epic are having animals getting smarter and humans getting smarter, and then it goes to Ferdinand, and this is the part where, seen as animals and humans are now smarter, they are now a lot more interacting with each other. And in the movie we can see that animals and humans are getting a lot more closer together, as of course the main female character Nina in the film is extremely upset when Ferdinand is taken away. And what happens is we see that animals and humans are interacting with each other a lot more, and then we eventually get into the Peanuts movie, where seen as now, because of Ferdinand, we have seen them interacting with each other. We now see them talking to each other, living with each other, and all of that stuff. So guys, that is how Ferdinand fits into the Blue Sky Studios theory. Now let's look at how Ferdinand fits into the ultimate timeline theory. The timeline theory we created full of movies from so many different animating companies, from Blue Sky, DreamWorks, Pixar, Sony Animation, and so much more. So let's get straight into it. First of all, let's look at which section of the ultimate timeline theory Ferdinand would actually go in, as if you've seen the video, seeing as there is so many movies, we had to split it into several different sections that contain different movies. So we have the prehistoric era, the section about magic, pirates, trolls and miniature creatures, a section all about magic, a section all about animals and humans getting smarter, a section about aliens, smart technology and humans, a section all about smart technology, a section about how on earth animals get back on their feet after something that happens where time goes wrong, and you'll understand that if you've seen the video, a section about monsters and technology, and a section that happens throughout the entire timeline. And there is only one movie that has managed to make it, which is Inside Out by Pixar, because of course all the characters in the movies have emotions inside their heads. As we discussed before in the Blue Sky Studios theory, Ferdinand goes between movies where animals and humans are getting smarter, and in the Ultimate Timeline theory that's exactly where it goes. So it goes in the middle, sort of, in the section where animals and humans are getting smarter. This part of the timeline is where it starts with animals and humans not really interacting with each other but are getting quite smart. Then they gradually, as they go through several different movies, they get more smarter and smarter and then start interacting with humans. And eventually they get to the point where humans and animals can talk to each other, as we have just discussed before about Peanuts movie. So Ferdinand is going to be going in between the movies Flushed Away, where we see animals are becoming pets of humans and animals and humans are interacting a lot more, even if it is just with rats. And we can also see that animals are getting a lot smarter as they are building cities in the sewer pipes. And the other movie is Madagascar 1, 2 and 3 and Penguins of Madagascar, which of course take place around the same time, one movie after the other. And in this movie we can see that animals and humans are definitely interacting with each other. We have zoos. Some humans still don't like some of the animals, as we see in Madagascar 3 as a person tries to kill Alex. But what we see in this movie is animals getting more cleverer and humans and animals interacting more with each other. And that's exactly what Ferdinand does in this timeline. He just helps it a bit more. He's not a key point in this timeline, not like in the Blue Sky Studios theory, but he is still something that boosts the idea of humans and animals interacting with each other, ready for the next few movies to come. By the way, I just want to apologize for the voice crack in the middle of that. So guys, that is how the movie Ferdinand fits into the Blue Sky Studios timeline theory and the Ultimate Timeline theory. Now, Ferdinand, it's not the biggest movie part in the Ultimate Timeline theory. It doesn't really have that much big of a part, but in the Blue Sky Studios theory, it is the thing that changes everything. It basically makes the Blue Sky Studios theory a lot more clearer. Anyway, thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, then please like it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And stay tuned in for Christmas, as we have some Christmas theories coming up next Tuesday. And also we have our end of year special coming up, so make sure that you stay tuned for that. And the answer to the emoji question is over the hedge. If you did get that right, then please tell us that in the field section down below. And also tell us in the field section down below what you thought of this theory, if you think that Ferdinand made a very big change in the Blue Sky Studios theory. And of course, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.